See, I guess what drew me so much to bookbinding is combining my love of writing and history with crafting with hands. So to me, bookbinding is such a democratic form of art making. This is a way where people record their history. Like, how do we know about people from 500 years ago? How do we know their stories? It's because of books that they've written, books that they've shared. Just wanted to, get out the paper and, scissors, thread, all this stuff, make stuff. And that's what I did. Started out as bookbinding, and that was a way for me to channel my teen angst and my craftiness, and the reading and books. All of that came together with bookbinding. So I didn't know what I was doing. I grabbed double-sided tape magazine clippings and just started putting things together. During my senior year of college, I was starting to think about beyond my college and an internship. I found there was one bindery in town. It was located in the arts building, one of the arts buildings in Rochester, Anderson Alley. And this shop was perfect. They did commercial work, but also fine press work. And I kind of bullied my way in to have them take me as an intern. They tried to tell me no, but I put my portfolio on the counter and said, I really want to learn here. It's the only place I could learn. And then the owner's wife, who was there, the owner wasn't there, she kind of chuckled at me and did take my contact info. So they took me, and I learned about more production work and the fine press work, more of the grungy type of work, very repetitive stuff. But I was learning the trade there. So that was a great education. Everything was just incredible learning. And while I was, absorbing the skills of book repair, learning how to do that, like basically tackling it on my own and learning about the differences between circulating collections versus like conservation work and, that kind of chemistry. Because nobody taught me bookbinding per se in the early years. And I was just making things just to see what happened. So it's really wonderful when people find me and they come to me. They've never done any kind of book project, but they have this idea in their head of what they want to do. So they bring the parts to me. They say, Carrie, how do you make this into a finished book in edition? So we take the concept, and then, my 30 some odd years in the field, so small scale to factory level, and having local partners here in the community, we can make that happen. And I can show them, help them through budgeting, consulting, and then we have a finished product for them to share with their family, with their friends, with the world. It's amazing having these skills and being able to share them with people. And also, it's a matter of capturing histories. So I love working with artists, writers or visual artists, to get their thing in tangible form. So make multiples to share them with the world, or to teach a class where you're teaching these skills. So, that little kid, they want to know how to, make their own book. So I can show them how to do that. Or you get, the older writer who has no idea what to do. They've worked on these poem pieces for years, and now they want to make a book to share with somebody. I can help them with that. I'll make their history, their book, that they can hold in their hand, their history, what they were feeling, what they were thinking, and that's there for generations. So it's so important to make history. When I do the precision type work and matching the Pantone colors, and you get it just so, where you get that depth of impression and you hone the skill, so that's one side of it. precision work and getting exactly what you intended. But then you also get that spontaneous side of things. So when I'm doing my own personal work or just art prints, you put all these combinations together and it's just, you never know what you're going to get. It's so fun. Or when you get that first pull of on a print, you lift up that first sheet and you see the impression. So that's what I love when I take it out on the road, when I bring my press out on the road, and that little 5-year-old, they pick up the print they made and they're so happy and astounded. And I'm like, oh, you are a printer now. Like, keep going. And just seeing that spark. And a lot of times I commemorate the event. I put the date and the location on the little plate that I make. So that's marking our time, what they did, the print they pulled, and where we were. So that's making our history, and that's so valuable.